Hi, I'm Jim Anderton, Director of Content here at Engineering.com. The economic news is pretty much the same these days, and the news is generally good. Take this recent Fox News headline. U.S. employers added 173,000 jobs in August. Unemployment rate falls to 7-year low of 5.1%. The lowest unemployment rate since April 2008. By that measure, the economy must be booming. Yet despite the importance of unemployment as a major economic indicator, the reality is that no one can see the beneficial results of this allegedly low unemployment rate. Take a look at this chart from the U.S. Census Bureau by way of former Reagan administration budget chief David Stockman. The chart clearly shows that as of July 2015, the home ownership rate in the U.S. has plunged to the same level it was in 1967. Now take a look at this chart from Equifax by way of Anthony B. Sanders. Note that this is the peak in personal debt as of 2008. The so-called deleveraging of the Great Recession has not only stopped, but has actually gone the other way since the third quarter of 2013. Household mortgages are still 69% of the average debt burden, but look at how student loans have drastically swelled. 10% of the average consumer's debt burden consists of student loans, and that's more than either outstanding auto loans or credit card debt. And unlike credit card debt, auto loans, or home mortgages, this is debt that's not associated with the consumption of durable goods, meaning a burden that generates no effective economic growth. Now take a look at this chart from the Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and Bloomberg. Check the spread that's emerged between U.S. industrial production in blue and the U.S. inventory to sales ratio, which is depicted with an inverted scale on the right-hand side. Note that the slight uptick in U.S. industrial production is also generating a massive overhang of inventory relative to sales. Now, clearing that inventory will require either increased consumption or decreased industrial production. And based on the consumer debt and home ownership figures that we've just seen, this seems unlikely. Until those inventories clear, this is a headwind for manufacturing production that's likely to last into the middle of next year. This is really apparent in the downturn in the number of manufacturing workers shown by this chart, courtesy of Tyler Durden at ZeroHedge.com. Note that the massive destruction of manufacturing jobs that occurred around the 2008 crash has slowly been offset by steady improvement since, with the exception of fourth quarter declines in 2012, 13, and 14. Now, as we approach the fourth quarter of 2015, we can expect something similar. But if the chart looks like the red rash on the left, we may have a semi-permanent unemployment-driven consumption deficit. Consumers are, in a word, broke. So if consumers are struggling, why is unemployment so low? Zero Hedge may have an answer as shown by this sad yet amusing chart. It appears the downturn in manufacturing workers' jobs has been neatly offset by an almost identical increase in the number of restaurant service and bartending jobs since December 2007. And that's the problem with mass media reporting of unemployment figures. Unfortunately, it doesn't measure the quality of the work or the disposable income that work generates. Very few waiters will be buying a home or a new car in the immediate future. But before the collapse of manufacturing work, this kind of disposable income was the engine of the economy. We have a long way to go in reshoring and improving productivity. Now, it's happening slowly, but the bottom line is, I'd rather be brewing, bottling, or shipping Budweiser than serving it.